How's it going, man?
Hey, doing well. How about yourself?
Doing well. My name's Cam. I'll be your bartender today. What can I get you?
Fantastic. Let's do a Wisconsin old fashioned. You know how to make one of
I
those?
think I know how to make that. Let me get us a glass going.
All right.
What's your name, my guy?
I'm Max.
Max, good to meet you. Again, my name's
Nice to
Cam.
meet
I'll be
you.
taking care of you today.
Cool,
You want
cool.
sugar in it, right?
Yes,
Okay,
please. Gotta say, I like the place.
Thank you. We're
really
we're
nice.
real new. It's actually our second day open.
Really?
Yes, second day. Yesterday I had a real love lady in here, but other than that, I'm still meeting people.
Cool. Happy to be here, man.
Yeah, great, man. You drink this a lot?
Absolutely. This is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to live in Wisconsin. And up there,
so Wisconsin.
Mhm,
That makes
lot of-
sense.
a lot of brandy instead of whiskey.
Ooh,
Some
sorry.
good stuff.
Shot that a little bit. There we go.
Mm,
That's why I have the rag right there.
of course, gotta keep things clean, man.
So you used to live in Wisconsin?
Yeah.
What are you doing in Albuquerque?
Living, getting by, you know.
Fair. It's Albuquerque.
It's a good city. I love it.
I really hate when people trash on
I know,
Albuquerque.
dude. I know. It's like, I mean, unless you're from here, don't
Yeah.
talk trash.
Yeah, like
you know?
I was born and raised here. You're here for seemingly probably a very long time, right?
I want to say a total of like 8 years.
Yeah, we've earned the right to toss trash in the bad parts because it is a city.
Exactly.
But these
Every
foreigners,
city
man,
has its bad parts, but
do not talk trash about Albuquerque.
God, I love the food out here, man. The food is next level.
Elegant?
Absolutely.
Perfect, cool. Let's get you some of that.
Yeah, I am thirsty. It is nice out today.
It
Like the
is
first time in,
a while.
yeah. Nice. You guys out of ice too?
Dude, did you know there's an ice shortage out there?
It's the whole city, man.
It is, man. I stopped at, because our normal supplier didn't have any, so I had to stop at like gas stations and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
And no one had it. Ghetto Smith's,
Yeah.
nothing. Ghetto Smith's gas station, nothing. Nobody has ice right now. Absolutely.
Yep, it's
nobody.
gone, dude. I don't even have it in my freezer.
I have an ice machine at home. I should have brought some actually.
Can you do that? Is that allowed? Like,
I mean, like,
if the health inspector comes in?
maybe not. Whatever, right? Ooh, fizzing up. Ah, there we go.
Perfect.
Close. Exactly.
Activated.
Real close. Real close. Yeah. I feel like because we haven't gotten a lot of moisture, not a lot of like rain or anything like that, which is kind of nice because then it's easier to like wash your car and stuff like that. But
Yeah, no kidding.
yeah.
Hey, cheers. Thank
Cheers,
you.
man. Absolutely.
Oh, it smells great.
That's tell me how it tastes. You
Don't
like
worry
it?
about the ice, but what can you do, right?
Ice shortage, my guy. I really like the
It's cold,
button
though.
down. I think button downs are a vibe.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
This thing is dingy. It's got some holes in it.
That gives it character, right?
It's hip now, I guess. I don't know.
Is that like the standard in Wisconsin? Wisconsin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of plaid. That's for sure. A lot of plaid.
Absolutely.
A lot of jeans. A lot of big boots. Lifted trucks. That sort of thing.
You're a lifted truck kind of guy?
No, absolutely not.
You a car guy?
Yeah. Heck yes, dude.
Hell yeah, that's
Okay.
awesome. What type of cars do you like?
Can I vape in here?
Yeah, you can vape. Go
Oh,
ahead. Yeah,
cool.
don't worry about it.
Mainly like retro. Well, that's the thing. I don't want to call it retro, but I'm old now.
How
These
old are you?
I'm 26.
I'm only 24. We're not old.
I feel old.
I mean,
With all the shit in the world nowadays, I feel pretty old.
like, what's the difference between like, I don't know, like 9/11 era versus Stalin, not Stalin, basically Stalin, Putin era in
The Putin
Ukraine?
era.
Yeah, like what's the difference? You know,
Yeah.
it's probably the same.
That's Pogs versus fidget spinners right there.
That's not a huge difference.
No, you're right. It's not in the grand scheme.
If anything,
of things.
Pogs are more collectible than fidget spinners.
Think so?
Oh yeah, you can still buy Pogs. Fidget spinners are kind of done in like dollar store toys now.
I feel bad for the folks that got in on like the second wave of fidget spinners. Right? So they have just like fucking boxes of them laying around. Can't get rid of them. That's why they're so cheap online.
That's fair. They are very cheap online.
But to answer your question, like retro cars.
Okay.
You know,
Like any like brand. I'm not a car guy. I drive a Outback, classic lesbian mobile, right? Not a car guy.
right.
I can barely change
Hey,
my
it's
own
got
oil.
cargo space. I'm
It
assuming
does.
good mileage. It's
Great
got
mileage.
that-
I think I get like 26-ish in town.
How big's the engine? Do you know?
It's only a 4-cylinder,
the-
so I can't
the
tow anything.
flat four Subi?
Yeah, I can't
Nice.
tow anything, but I also don't have a hitch, so I can't tow anything anyway.
Right. I drive a 92 Ford Probe.
Okay.
Which I'm sure you've never heard of.
Nope.
Because they made like 50 of them.
So it's a collector's edition.
Well, let's just say it was supposed to be a Mustang.
Yeah.
Right? Mustang is traditionally rear-wheel drive. This car is front-wheel drive. So when people found out about it, they got pissed. And they started writing to Ford like, we don't want that. Give us an actual fucking Mustang.
Well, what's the big deal with it being the other way?
Car people.
Car people.
Yeah.
Car people just picky.
Yeah. They didn't get what they wanted. But whatever. I like the car. It's
Yeah.
neat. It's got pop-up headlights. It's
That
my
is
favorite
pretty
thing
cool.
about it.
Pop-up headlights are pretty cool. What's your like dream car? Like your favorite car? And let's do different categories, okay? Let's do a dream car in like muscle, a dream car that's your electric car, and then a dream car that would be like a diesel car.
I don't know enough about electric cars
Okay.
to have a favorite one. Favorite, like a sports car.
Yeah,
right?
sports car. Yeah.
I don't want to incriminate myself. I almost want to say like an RX-7. Like, you know, it's that
RX-7.
retro early
Okay.
90s RX-7.
Okay.
Like an FD. Because the pop-up headlights.
That's
you
the
know?
thing,
They're just
right?
so
'Cause
fucking cool.
I remember in like a car movie or something, and it was like a live action where the car was alive and it used to wink at people by like
I did that the
popping
other
one
day
down.
on accident.
Yeah.
So I saw a Miata, an older Miata that also has the pop-up headlights, right?
Yeah.
And I was going through an intersection, saw them in the turn lane, and I just always boop 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 because they also have pop-ups. You know, it's
Yeah.
like, hey, how's it going? But my car's old. It's
Yeah.
sat for a long time, so the left headlight got stuck. Right. So it just goes just like a half wink.
Yeah.
But they had the biggest smile on their face.
They probably loved it. They probably
too.
absolutely loved it. That's kind of how it is with like Subaru. Every time you see an Outback, you're like, "Hi,
Don't get me
Subi
started.
gang."
Yep, Subi Gang, the fucking Jeep Wave. That's one that I still can't wrap my head around.
Because aren't they like not that? I'm not a car person, but I've heard really bad things about Jeeps. Unless you own a Jeep and then you love it,
They're good for what they do.
which is like rock crawling, right?
Yeah. It's a 4x4 type of off-roading thing. But the Jeep owners, they do this thing where they go,
Yeah.
and that's their whole identity, is the Jeep Wave.
Hey dude. Yeah.
My dad has a Jeep though, and I got to drive it. I went out to visit him like a month ago or so.
Yeah.
And I started getting the Jeep Wave, and then I was like, wait a minute.
You are a Jeep guy now.
I get it. Oh my God, I get it. That felt great.
So
know?
then you're starting like, hey.
Oh yeah, I
Hey.
went all into it because he kitted his out too.
Yeah.
It's got like the nice bump guard in the front, you
Yeah.
know, big old stinking wheels, fucking the nice like top on top, you know. And I was getting real into it, like arm out the window, you know, fucking post it up, just like, hey, yeah, look at your small Jeep guy, you know.
I got the
Whoops.
raised one.
Yeah. Guzzles gas like a motherfucker.
Doesn't
though.
it get like
oh my
10 or 9 miles to the gallon?
Yeah, something like that. It feels closer to 4, but
Especially with like the gas prices right now. You talk about an ice shortage, freaking
no
gas right now, man.
man, what can you do?
Yeah, it's the price we pay for not buying from a dictator and just choosing the other dictator.
Just drive less. Just walk.
Yeah.
People to walk again.
I think the future is in electric cars for sure. I think
absolutely.
that enthusiasts, and you should always have the right tuning, enthusiasts can have real cars. But for a casual person like me, who it'll add like $50 a month to my electric bill, forget it.
I used to be one of those people that was like, I like my car because it gets me from point A to point B. And I don't know why I'm mocking that because I respect that. Like, honestly, that's what they're for.
Exactly.
You know.
Transportation.
But I totally, wholeheartedly believe we need to just get the fuck on with it. Get these electric vehicles out. Leave the combustion engines, to the people who are into that. You know?
Exactly. It's more of a hobby thing at that point.
The enthusiasts aren't going to fuck up the planet.
Because they're a minority.
I'm not going to drive my car into the Gulf and spill millions of barrels of oil.
Oh, man.
What can you do, right?
That felt a long time ago, but it actually wasn't that recent. Wasn't that in like the 2010s?
Dude, I don't have a perception of time anymore. Ever since all the lockdowns, man.
How did you handle lockdowns?
Oh, it was great. Couldn't go to work.
Yeah.
Government paid me money. That stimmy check.
Yeah,
right?
stimmy check was pretty good.
Which went immediately into like weed and pizza. I kid.
You excited for April 1st? Huh?
Absolutely. Because there's a dispensary across the street from my house.
Heck yeah.
And I'm going to be there as soon as it opens on April 1st. And I'm going to be like,
yeah.
hey, I'm your biggest customer now. What's up?
That's really, really cool.
No, I talk a lot of game about weed, but as I get older, I don't know, man.
Well, I guess we just start mellowing out because the male brain fully develops 25, 26. You're kind of that there, right? And I'm even starting to feel it now where I become a little more less radical.
Yeah.
I'm becoming, and there's pros and cons to it, but I'm becoming just like more chill. I kind of gave up on aspirations at some point, but like I'm still keeping the important ones. And
you have to, as you get older, you realize, it's not about what you can achieve. It's about like what can you achieve with what you have left.
It's true. That's completely true. Because I don't have the resources, or you don't have the resources that some other people have, where they can.
Broke, man.
I mean, I have a pretty modest bar here, right? Pretty modest. There's some people who can go out and they can afford a $1 million bar.
Definitely drank in worse places.
Oh, thank you. I think that's a compliment.
Absolutely. I mean, the bar top's smooth.
Thank you. God, I actually painted it myself.
You did a damn nice job.
Thank you. It was a one coat too.
Really?
Yeah. I put some primer on there. Throw that bitch on there. Really good.
The bar top in the bar that I used to run.
You used to run a bar?
Yeah.
That's super cool. Tell me about that. Yeah.
It was in Wisconsin, small town.
Okay.
I want to say about 500 people. Felt more like 16 though, because there's fucking nobody there. Like all my customers were from other towns.
Yeah.
There was, guess how many bars was in this town of 500.
500. If there's 500, knowing the Midwest, that would be like 300 bars. Yeah. Like actually?
No, 3. There was 3 in this. This town literally had like 4 roads, but it needed 3 bars.
Oh man. I used to live in Montana for a second, and it felt like there was a bar and a church on every corner.
Yeah. Parking lots.
Boom, boom, boom. And that's it. That's all a town needed. You had a bar and a church per like 100 people, you're good to go.
My place, it was, I don't want to call it a country western bar, but that's kind of what it ended up being. And I am not country western at all.
Yeah.
No. I mean, I own a cowboy hat.
I mean, like, so do
I don't know
I,
how
but
many
that's only because I
points
live
that
there,
gives.
Tell me some crazy bar stories, man.
Oh, God.
Because you're my second guest in my bar, right?
Second customer?
Second customer.
You've been open for 2 days.
2 days exactly. Yeah, you're my second customer. So I'm still gaining these stories, but it sounds like you have a lot of stories you could tell me.
Let's see. There was one time.
Okay, I like this.
Where I had a fairly large group come in. And, I mean, we had been open for maybe a couple months at this point. And, I was still learning, still new, so I'm fucking up. I'm making mistakes left and right. They're, like, heckling me and giving me shit, and I'm just like, whatever, dude. Fuck off. And then they pulled the card that I was just fucking waiting for somebody to pull, right? They went, we know the owner. And I'm just like, oh, do you now? That's my uncle. And they're like, wait, what? We're related to him. And I'm like, that's my uncle.
We're family.
And all of a sudden, they were the nicest people ever.
Dang.
Never saw them again, though.
Yeah.
They never came back. So much for family, huh?
I mean, like...
Fuckers.
Family is something that, unfortunately, you can't really pick, right? And sometimes you get lucky and you have family members that you really like, and sometimes you have family members that just irritate you. And they're so annoying. So incredibly annoying.
How's the saying go? You can pick your nose, you can pick your friends.
But you can't pick your friend's nose.
You can pick your family's nose, though, right?
Like
a blood type thing?
That's like some backwoods kind of stuff, I guess. I don't know. That sounds weird.
Maybe I heard the wrong expression.
That's like cousin fucking Mississippi out there.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Are they into nose play? Is that a thing?
I don't know. Okay, actually, speaking of nose play, right? This is kind of a friendly bar establishment, right?
However, my interest.
There's this really interesting podcast that I actually was on at one point, and it's called the After Hours, right? Would highly recommend checking it out.
Sounds raunchy.
That's why it's on a Patreon.
Oh, okay.
Really freaking cool though. Would highly recommend.
I've got
Absolutely
a
highly
disposable
recommend.
income. I might check that out.
There we go. It's
Was
$10 a month. After hours.
After hours.
Yeah.
Is this
it's under the Comfy Couch podcast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is this on Spotify?
No, because it's just so freaking raunchy that the only way that they can make money off it is putting it on through a paywall. So it kind of sucks, but and then you can support your creators directly, which is nice.
Yeah, that's why I like Patreon.
Because I mean, like YouTube, they're gonna get like a quarter of a cent every time someone watches it, right? Whereas on Patreon, they're gonna get $10 from you a month. So it's pretty cool. It's a good way to directly support the people that you like. But anyway, I would recommend it because you want to talk about funny stuff like that. I would check that out. I was actually a guest on it.
No kidding.
Yeah, I was actually one of the first episodes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll keep the nose play out of it then.
Yeah, it's a bar atmosphere. I don't know if they want to be listening to that.
Yeah,
That's fair. You drink okay?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Okay. Cool. I'm good. I'm actually really new to mixing. That's actually one of my first mixed drinks I've ever made. So you are my testing guinea pig for sure. Yeah.
I don't know what that does. I've just seen other people do it though.
I've seen people do it with wine because you're supposed to like chew the wine, and then like.
How do you chew wine?
You literally like. Well, it's in your mouth, and it like.
That makes sense.
It's like biting into a grape, I guess. I'm not a wine person.
Me neither.
My mother-in-law, my suegra, she makes wine at her house.
Really?
Yes, like
fun.
distillery style. It's kind of funny because you go down to the basement of her house and there's like it looks like a moonshine place, but it's not. It's for
No, those
legal
are
purposes.
The places
Yeah.
I like to drink. God damn it. Yeah. So I do have a moonshine story.
Yeah, tell me about it because I heard like moonshine tastes like water.
Oh, well, this moonshine sure as fuck didn't.
Okay.
This was, and to preface it, despite living in Albuquerque and being a Burqueño, I don't like spicy food.
Oh,
I know. I can't.
so when they say red or green, you say no, thank you.
I get green out of respect.
Out of respect, and I don't know. I'm wanting to
And
be
then I
fun
just
of.
kind of like, it's really good, like choking back tears.
Oh man.
I like hot Cheetos, maybe. I can barely do those. That being said, green chili on some shit tastes really good.
Oh, yeah.
the flavor of green chili, and fuck that Colorado green chili,
Dude.
Like even though I don't eat a whole lot of it,
Colorado, man.
it's that New Mexico.
Nuevo
shit. That's
Mexico,
what
my guy.
I'm fucking talking about.
Dude, when they had that Super Bowl bet or something like that. where
Oh
the,
yeah, that was embarrassing.
dude.
Colorado, how could you?
We're gonna bet you like 1 pound of our finest Colorado green chili, and what the heck?
Like the
Who do you think you are?
they
Colorado?
got weed first, and they think
Yeah.
they're cool.
They can, and here's the thing: April 1st, we also have weed.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Then we'll be cool.
Exactly,
Bro.
we'll be cool.
Excuse me. The
Moonshine story, actually.
Moonshine.
Yeah.
The moonshine that I was given, I didn't know it was moonshine.
Okay.
I go over to my buddy's apartment. He hands me a shot glass of clear liquid, and I go, cool, 11:30 vodka. Let's go. I haven't had lunch yet. Whatever, we'll do that. We'll figure that out later. So I sniff it, and I'm like, something's not right. Something's fucked with this.
Something off.
So I'm like, what'd you do to it? And he's like, I didn't do anything. Just drink it. I'm like, what is it? He's like, all right, you got me. It's moonshine. And I go, oh, okay. That's it. Whatever. What he failed to tell me, though, was that it was habanero infused.
Ooh. And you're not a spicy guy.
If you've seen me eat a green chili burrito, I look horrible. Just tears.
With green
really
chili.
Good. It's too spicy, man. I'm Polish and German. I can do sour.
Really? 'Cause I can't do sour for
I can
nothing.
do sour any day of the goddamn week. Spicy puts me down.
Okay.
Bad.
Down bad.
Not bad. Yeah, this chili got me acting weird.
It's super hot and spicy. That's funny.
No, this
so
one.
habanero killed you.
Oh, and on an empty stomach. And of course, what counteracts? Spicy.
Milk.
Yeah, that's the first. So I'm like, give me milk. Fucking dying. Like I'm running. My face is beet red. I'm just. And then take the milk. you know.
Is it expired milk?
It wasn't expired
Oh, okay.
until it went into my stomach. Because it curdled with the moonshine. Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
So for like 3 seconds, I'm like, oh, I'm fine. Oh, thank God, this hell is over.
Oh, my goodness.
Ended up painting the inside of his toilet.
Wait, how does milk curdle that fast?
Booze.
Really?
Yeah.
Because, like, that's insane. I guess I should know more about this. I'm opening up my own bar and everything. I need to learn more about alcohol a little bit. Truth be told, I open up the bar just to talk to people. Get some guests, get some friendly conversation.
That's the best way. I have never been offered a beer and then had a bad conversation.
That's good to know. Here's to more conversations then. Like I said, second guest.
I'll drink to that.
Heck yeah.
This is really good, by the way.
Thank
This is
you.
your first time making this?
Second, because I practiced previously. That's how I know what to make it. Otherwise, I would have been like, how do I make this for you?
I'm a sucker for old fashions.
Old fashions.
I used to think they were old people drinks because it's in the name, right? Old fashioned, haha. And I'm, clearly trying to avoid looking like a hipster.
With your
Clearly.
stash.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Whatever gave you that impression. So I wanted to stay away from the, I drink, I listen to vinyl, which I do. I have a huge record collection.
Excellent.
So, but I wanted to that's for old people. They can keep that.
Yeah.
And then I tried one and I'm like, fuck, this is really good. This is really good though. Shouldn't judge a book by its cover, You know
what's interesting about music, now that we're on the subject of vinyl, not to throw us off a little bit, I find it interesting how at a certain point it gets sold that it becomes cool again. And then there's what's new. And everything in between is just kind of lost. Perfect example. Remember when Spotify went down a couple weeks ago for a lot of people?
I don't actually have Spotify.
Okay, well,
I'm really digging this hipster hole.
Yeah, that's fair then. Well, my Spotify went down because Spotify canceled all the accounts in Russia or something like that because everything going on.
Okay.
But they accidentally canceled everyone's account.
Really?
And so for a second, no one had access. Yeah.
Huge fuck up.
Yeah. So for a second, hardly anyone had access to Spotify. And I already had a bad morning as is, trying to go to work and my Spotify isn't working.
Oh, dude, that's the worst. You
Yeah.
get in your car and you don't hear
have
tunes.
music.
You hear
And
the city. Bleh.
I didn't know how to work the radio.
Yeah.
I'd never turned it on before. So I'm over here how do I
That's fair.
How do I turn it on? Whereas I know perfectly well how to work a record player.
Right.
I have records. I know how to work vinyl, but I couldn't work a radio.
Kids these days.
Yeah. Eventually it just gets so old that it's cool again. But until then, nothing.
The mullet's coming back.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm excited. Mullet's kind of cool. My wife won't let me get one. She got 2 rules. She won't let me get a mullet, and she doesn't want me to get a bull ring, a septum piercing.
Oh, those are cool though.
I see.
like those.
I think they're awesome.
I'd never do it. Because I already have a hard enough time blowing my nose with this thing in the way. I don't need more shit.
More stuff right there? Yeah. Are you a piercings tattoo kind of guy or?
I love tattoos. I don't have any. I'm broke.
Fair.
No.
Fair. It's a hobby.
I have a lot planned. I want to get a pinup girl right there.
Oh, trad style. I like it.
I wanted do you know that cup? Okay, bear with me here.
Okay.
You know that cup from the 90s that had the design that goes around? It's like a blue and a teal design.
With the purple and it's abstract. Oh, wasn't
wavy.
that like a Taco Bell logo or something like that?
It's very Taco Bell.
Yeah, very Taco Bell. It's
aesthetic.
90s Taco Bell basically. I get you.
Because you see how people get the barbed wire on the
armband.
bicep.
Or like a tribal band. Or
Super
something.
tough. Yeah, I want that on the bicep. It's yeah, I understand Family Guy references.
That would be so funny. I think that'd be great. Would highly recommend. Tattoos they're a fun time. Everyone deserves their dream tattoo.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
My mom's got tattoos. That's interesting.
Yeah.
She's got she has a dragon.
Wow.
On her calf. It's very cartoon dragon, but I mean, still any kind of dragon is still badass.
Dragons are awesome. I like how Albuquerque has a really cool scene for a lot of different things. There's a tattoo scene. There's a car scene here. There's a big car scene here.
There's a lot of different car scenes.
Huge music scene here. Huge. Any metal band ever will always come and play in Albuquerque every time. Rise Against is playing this month, this year in July.
Dude, I missed out on Rage Against the Machine tickets when they were in, was it Las Cruces?
Well, they keep postponing it, so they're still available.
Really?
Yeah, and they're playing with Run the Jewels.
Yes, Run the Jewels is opening, and then there's also who else was there?
I just heard of the two.
Oh, Foo Fighters.
Really?
There was something in there that made me go, no shit.
Huh.
I was at work when the tickets went live.
Yeah.
Right, and then I was like, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom, guys, and I just sat in there like trying to buy the ticket for 5 minutes straight. And then it took me to the payment info, and I'm like, yes, I fucking got one. Type it all in. Nothing.
Oh man.
It said, please reload the browser, and I was just like,
You cry.
I did. I sat there defeated.
Oh man. Well, they're still available. They keep pushing out the show, and they only released X amount of tickets for that pricing, and now they only released like nosebleeds right now are like $200.
I'd
pay it.
that.
I'd pay it.
I grew up listening to Rage in the car. And
Yeah.
shit, you know.
I really find it interesting how fans of that kind of music grew up and had such differing opinions about the world.
Yeah.
As opposed to what the music they listen to. Because if you think about Rage Against the Machine, if you think about NWA, if you think about all these people who like come from that era, right? And then people grow up and become like Trump stans, right?
Yeah.
Like, how does that happen? You know what I mean?
What machine do you think they were raging against?
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Some of those that burn crosses are the same that bar crosses, right?
Some of
Talking
those
about
are-
how cops
yeah,
are,
holy shit.
they have issues with that, right? It's interesting.
This reminded me. Do you like swing?
I love like swing music or swing dancing.
Swing music,
Like it.
lounge.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Look up Richard Cheese.
Richard Cheese. Okay.
He's the
Okay.
He's the Weird Al Yankovic of swing.
Okay.
He
So he
has
parodies?
he has a swing lounge cover of
Yeah.
Guerrilla Radio.
Okay.
Is that the title of the song? I'm pretty sure.
From who?
Rage Against the Machine.
Okay.
Lights out.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's the title. I don't know the title for sure, but I know the song.
Check him out.
Richard
Dope
Cheese.
shit.
Okay.
God, that reminds me of another bar story actually.
Yeah, tell me. I want to hear all the bar stories.
We had one of them jukeboxes, right? Because it's a bar. You
Yeah.
have music.
Yeah, I
And
still
it-
need to get one
It
actually.
was the one you can connect your phone to.
Nice.
Cost a fucking arm and a leg for one song, of course, because
It's like $5 for a
who
song.
uses coins nowadays?
Yeah.
Whatever. And there was one song. Are you familiar with Marty Robbins?
Maybe.
You know, Big Iron?
Yeah, big. Yeah.
Classic,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
I would just put that shit on loop at the bar, and nobody would complain. Nobody would complain. And then somebody would put on like fucking Limp Bizkit or something, or oh man.
Let's get rolling.
We had one of our regulars for like 2 months. I think he ended up moving or something. Something happened with his wife or whatever. Not my
Ooh.
place to talk about.
Fair enough. Yeah.
He was this big Jamaican dude, and remember, this is rural Wisconsin.
How was he treated?
Pretty well, actually.
Good.
He was a good member.
That's good to hear.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
He would tell me stories about how, he would be treated differently, and then how he would be like, hey, I'm just like you, love drinking beer at the bar, being able to relate. And then it was so interesting to watch how people's, I don't want to call it perspective, but their tone would change.
Yeah, how they treated him would change.
But he would come in, order a red stripe,
Okay.
and then play Shaggy. He would play
Like
reggae.
It wasn't me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I heard that song so many fucking times. He was a good guy though. And then people would walk in and be like, "Where the fuck am I? Why am I hearing Shaggy? There's
Which
corn
bar is
across the
this?"
street." Yeah. That was a good time.
What's your favorite? Because I know this will become your favorite. I promise. This is great environment I give here. But what's your outside of this
I'm
bar?
already having a blast.
Hell yeah. What's your favorite bar outside of my bar?
I used to
The dartboard, man.
dart players, man. They're
I
a
know.
different breed.
They are.
I used to go to Alien Brew Pub
Okay.
here in Albuquerque.
Yeah.
And then the pandemic happened and everyone left.
Yeah.
So I knew everybody there. Shit, I'd close the place sometimes.
Oh, shit,
I'd
really?
sit there and mop and like vape and whatnot. I hope they're all doing well. None of the same crew works there.
Oh, so you kind of just lost the vibe with
No.
it.
I go
That's
there.
fair.
I was there the other night. They had live music,
Yeah.
which was cool. It's okay. I don't really.
I'm not a bar guy. Honestly, for going out, I'm more interested in the interactions that go with
You'd
all the
rather
bars.
be on that side.
Exactly. I want to be on this side. When I do go out to bars, I go to places that aren't that loud.
Yep.
That way I can just chat. You know what I mean? So kind of like this one. I mean, we have some background noises here. We have some other customers playing darts and everything like that. But for the most part, it's pretty like it's chill.
Yeah, it's
you know?
it's low key.
It is.
It's not
low-key.
super loud.
Maybe one day when I get enough customers, we can move into a nicer place. But for now, this fits just right.
I know a guy
Just
with a
right.
truck. I can help out. Move
Yeah.
Shit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I just it's there's a shit ton of bars too.
Someone will be with you in a
shit ton of
second, man.
bars.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's so many, And I'm glad I walked into this one.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming in. Yeah. Any other cool bar stories you got for me?
Oh God. I already told the one about the family.
Yeah,
That was
family.
super weird too.
The one about
When I was like, oh
related to
shit,
them?
we're related. Ha ha ha. And then they weren't cool. They didn't tip either.
Really?
Yeah, fuckers.
Do people
Whatever.
not tip regularly? Because that seems like a really dick move to do.
No, I lived off of tips.
Okay.
Essentially, it was my own business, so I
Bartender
wasn't
life,
really
yeah.
getting a whole lot of a paycheck. So I just lived off of tips, and you know what? It forces you to get good at talking to people.
Yeah.
That's for fucking sure. When your livelihood is based on how well you can entertain people, it's a real interesting dynamic. But it was fun. I learned.
Do you
a lot
find
of
that
shit.
those skills that you've learned with talking to folks transfer very, very well to other facets of your life, other business
Absolutely.
ventures, stuff like that?
Every time I leave my house
Yeah.
and I interact with someone I wasn't planning on interacting with.
Okay.
Somebody on the street, somebody in their car yelling at me, anything of that nature. If I'm at the grocery store and somebody's like, hey, I know you. And I'll be like, I don't know you. Could you remind me? As opposed to like, yeah.
Yeah.
How do you know me? It helps to be comfortable just.
Yeah, especially in
seeing whatever the
Albuquerque
fuck.
where it's like, it's a small city.
Yeah.
Because we have some big city things, but it really feels like a small town. I get noticed all the time with people I went to high school with, people I was in a community with together, people I was worked with prior. It's just, I know a lot of people in Albuquerque.
There's a lot of good
being a
folk
city.
out here. A lot
Which
of shitters,
I hate that it gets such a bad rap. Because it really is a cool town. I love Albuquerque.
I used to think, when I lived here when I was younger, I used to think, there isn't shit out here. There's nothing to do.
Yeah.
If you're a kid, yeah.
Absolutely.
There's fucking nothing to do.
Because you can't drink.
Exactly. And New Mexico is kind of really good at drinking.
Oh, very good.
I used to tell people at the bar, up in Wisconsin, like, oh, wow, you guys can drink, But then I'd keep up with them. Because y'all helped me train for that. And then I get back down here and I'm like drinking people under the table, like, oh wow, yeah, they really do drink like fucking crazy up there, man.
That's crazy. I mean, I feel like smaller places drink more, honestly, because what else is there to do?
Yeah, fucking exactly.
Yeah.
You drink enough.
Yeah.
Without going over the
Responsibly.
legal limit. You drink
Responsibly. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Responsibly.
And then you would go to the next town and go to the next bar, right? That was like the thing out there.
Yeah. Did Uber guys make a lot of money out there?
There was no Uber out there, my guy.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So Didi was like a thing because
let's go with that.
Yeah. I
never
so.
overserved anybody. I
Yeah.
made damn sure. I caught a lot of shit for that too.
People are used to being overserved out there.
Well, people are used to getting what they want. I don't want to call them entitled, but there's a certain type of person.
I would call it entitled.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. If you don't want to, I can for you.
What, drive me home?
What? Yeah. We'll get you a ride home.
I was
We'll make
only
sure
gonna
you're
have
good to go.
one, so
Kill that. I'll make you another one.
fuck yeah, bro.
Yeah.
let's
Don't
go.
worry about it. We'll get you a ride home. Don't worry about it. I take care of my customers here. Let me get everything set up.
That is really good.
You want me to keep the oranges in there? Extra flavor?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, just
Throw a
freshen
couple
it up.
more in there.
Goddamn ice embargo. Or
I
whatever
know.
it is. Bullshit.
Thanks,
Why don't we just
Biden.
invade Antarctica, right?
Get all of the ice.
Thought we were like really good at that.
Invading places.
Yeah, getting the resources.
I just watched the episode of Family Guy where Peter makes his own country, and I thought that was pretty funny.
Family Guy's a classic.
I like it.
I've been trying to limit my intake of, how do I put it, adult cartoons.
Yeah.
You know?
Fair.
But it is funny seeing or hearing, but a cartoon character say the fuck word, you know? There's something it's, I don't know, Uncanny Valley or whatever the fuck. It's absurd.
Yeah, it's just
Hearing
interesting.
a cartoon dog talk about their dong, you know? It's funny.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, thank you for letting me vape in here.
Yeah, no worries. This is
Most
kind of a
places-
small gig. It's more local, so it's okay.
I won't tell nobody, no worries. Well, I mean, I'll tell them about the bar. I'll get people
Yeah,
in. Don't
get
get
them
me
in
wrong.
here, man. Get them in here.
Yeah, there were definitely days though at that bar where, like, I would just sit on my ass all day and
Yeah.
watch Bar Rescue on the TV.
Bar
which
Rescue's
is
a fun show.
I hate it. Oh, I
Really?
hate it. John Taffer or whatever.
Yeah, he's a dick.
He's a motherfucker.
Yeah.
He's not a good businessman. He's a good actor.
Oh yeah, but that's why he's on the acting show, not. There's some cool people there though.
Okay.
It really is.
Excuse me.
Absolutely is. Here, let me get this note for us.
Are you allowed to drink behind the bar? Can I buy you one?
I'll pass.
Okay.
I'll pass. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I am.
I don't know if this
But-
will incriminate me, if I'll get in trouble for saying this out loud, but I used to get pretty going behind the bar.
Pretty good.
My 24th birthday, I think it was my 24th. I don't know how old I am. Fuck, it's 2022. That's all I know. It was my birthday. Still had to work, right?
Yeah.
Because it's literally me and my uncle. That's it. He mans the kitchen. I get dining and bar. So I'm serving people. I'm running around, and people started like going out of their way to tell each other, "Hey, it's his birthday." And what do you do in a small town?
You buy him a drink.
You buy him a fucking drink. So by like 3 p.m., I'm fucking sloshed. And I'm still like stumbling around with a plate of burgers, like, "Here's your food, ma'am. Are you okay?" I'm fantastic. How's your
mob.
How's your burger taste? We just got it. Okay. How's it taste? You know, just being a little shitter. That was a fun time though.
Yeah.
It was fun. And I think I went until like 4 a.m. because some of my regulars were like, "Well, it's your birthday.
Yeah.
So we're gonna drink," you know? And yeah, I don't remember much after that. It's a good time though.
Absolutely. So you've done the bar. You're here in Albuquerque. What other lines of work have you been in? What do you do?
Let me think about the ones I can talk about.
That's fair. That's fair. If you got some like, I have to kill you to tell you, don't tell me those things.
I'm
right?
dark and
Yeah.
mysterious.
Yeah.
Look at me brood. I
Batman.
was a salesman at one point. That fucking sucked.
What'd you sell?
Pain relief cream and pillows.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Out of like Costco or what?
I was that guy at
Oh.
Costco where if you made eye contact with me, I just
Hello.
immediately like, "Hey, do you want to squeeze my pillow?" You know, some bullshit like that.
You weren't the My Pillow guy salesman, were you?
No, this was like some
Okay, as long as it wasn't that
some
idiot.
cheap made
Yeah.
in like Thailand thing.
That's fair. I get the sales life. You know, I sold religion door to door, pest control, funeral insurance, and dead people accessories at a funeral home, right? Burial plots, solar. You know,
Solar. Oh man, I feel so
solar guys.
bad
Oh.
too when the solar guys knock on my door, and I immediately just want to slam the door shut. But they're people too.
Yeah.
And again, after working sales, I don't want to be a dick
Absolutely
to
not.
salespeople.
And if they're really good salesmen, I talk to them for a 2nd. I get really insulted if someone comes up and tries to throw me some sleazy like shit.
Oh, I was.
That's not.
I had fleas jumping off me. I was the sleaziest. I remember. Oh God, I remember this one woman. This poor woman. Because I had a partner at the time, and he went with me, to help me sell, essentially. And I don't want to disclose where this was.
Fair enough. Yeah. Fair enough.
But basically, this woman and her husband had gotten into an accident. Husband was like laid up bad.
Yeah.
Like, he was fucked up, and she showed us the footage, and it's literally just a dude getting run over by like a big ass truck.
Oh, poor
Yeah.
guy. Damn.
I don't mean to laugh at that. That's
No, yeah, for sure. We laugh so we don't cry. Yeah.
Goddamn right. Goddamn right.
Yeah.
But we sold her like it was basically icy hot, but
Yeah.
it was icy in one can and hot in the other can, which was a bitch and a half when you were doing like demos on people.
Yeah.
Because you'd have all that capsaicin on your hands, and then you'd go to the bathroom, And you'd forget.
And then you touch your wang.
And then you wouldn't forget.
You ever do the, this is something that somebody when I was living in Montana did. It's called the Icy Hot Challenge.
Is that when you put it on? Yeah, no, thank you.
That's not fun. Dumbest thing I've ever done in my life. Yep.
Nope. Not gonna do that.
Yeah.
That sounds painful.
It sucked.
I feel like though for like a split second, somewhere in that process.
Euphoria.
Yeah, exactly. Just mind-blowingly
Enlightenment. You found Buddha. Good to go.
Yeah. But then immediately after, just back into hell, straight down. You know. That's the shit to live for, though. You know. How can you have good if you don't have bad?
Anyway, the old lady.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna feel like an asshole telling this story after that. But basically, we sold her the pain relief shit.
Yeah.
She comes back a week later, pissed. Like she's got the Costco manager behind her. She's screaming at him, screaming at us. Like, you put my husband in terrible pain. And I'm just like, all right, I quit. Like, I'm done.
Your
I
conscience is like, oh fuck.
Yep. It wasn't worth the $60
for a commission. Were you full commission?
I still don't know to this day.
How long did you work?
It was sketchy. It wasn't a multi-level. Like I didn't have to buy my own product. Where did I work?
No, how long did you work?
Oh, how long? I want to say like a year.
Oh shoot! You still didn't know how you got paid?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
And also, I was like 20.
Oh, that's fair. So it was like
So my paycheck was immediately going into the booze. You know. Fuck being a salesman. I have respect for the craft, though. There's a way to ethically sell shit, you know, without coming off as a raging prick.
And people who can ethically sell and do it effectively are very impressive in the top of their field. Because normally it's either you're unethical and you sell, or you're ethical and you don't.
Yep.
And if you can do both, those are the people who like rule the world, man. Like it's so impressive. I found that really hard to do in sales too, to ethically do it. And I always tried to be ethical, and when I did sell, it felt good.
Yeah.
And although I did okay in sales, I was always a little bit farther behind than the sleazies.
There is, and this is going to sound fucked up, there's a little bit of a thrill, right? When it comes to like...
Getting somebody?
This will fix all your problems.
Yeah, a little bit. You're like... Because when I did pest control, here's my pitch, and I still have it memorized. I would stand a certain way, I'd have my iPad down like this. I'd pretend to be looking at my iPad, and then when they'd open the door, I'd be like... Hi, how's it going? My name is Cam. I'm with blank pest control. The only reason I'm stopping by, I got my trucks in the neighborhood tomorrow, and if I can fit you in, I'm doing it very cheap. And then my eye practice, was all practice. It was all scripted, very scripted.
And let me guess, those trucks were fucking nowhere nearby, were they?
But they would be when I scheduled them.
Of course. And when people try and do that shit to me, like they come to my door, I want to call them out so bad, but it's like, no, they practiced it.
Yeah, they practiced it.
They worked hard. This is their job. They're doing it. Respect them.
And what I always do
same way I didn't
is,
get that respect.
because I always get solar people for some reason. I always get the solar guys. And so whenever a solar guy comes to my door, I'd be like, actually, my wife already sold Vivint, so we already got them set up. Which she did for a little bit. But it's just... The sales game is super toxic. It's a hustle culture, and hustle culture is pretty toxic.
I fucking hate hustle culture. Where's eat a big ass burrito, lay down on the couch culture? You know, those are my people.
Exactly. Come hang out at the bar and talk culture. That's the culture I'm about, man. It also doesn't feel like you're doing anything important in sales. You know?
Nope. You're taking people's money and giving them shit they don't need.
Exactly. And even if you're giving them shit you don't need, you still have to convince them. All right, so that's actually last call. So if you want, you can finish up that drink. No pressure on downing it, and then I'll make you your last one.
What time is it? Holy shit.
Yeah, it's a little late. We can stay longer, obviously, but let's get you one more drink before it ends. No need to chug either. I can actually pre-make it if you want.
Can you give me a shot?
A shot?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I can. You mind me using this?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're a little out of shot glasses.
That's
what would you like for your last drink?
Eyeball on that tequila.
The tequila.
That looks really good.
All right, cool. It's got the... it's a really cool little brand there. It's got the worm underneath it. I have heard, and I don't actually know this, but I've heard that worm is a psychedelic.
Really?
Yeah, I've heard it.
How much for the worm? Well, I'm serious. I want that. It sounds dope.
Maybe after you come in a second time, we'll try the worm,
right.
yeah? Because I feel like you're going to be a regular here, so.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Here we go. Go ahead and have it. Third drink. There we go. and then that'll be last call.
Cheers.
But cheers. There we go. You can stick around, finish your drink and everything like that, but they will be closing up around us. So,
I know how it is.
Yeah, there you go. Bar life, man. You know.
Oh yeah.
You
It's
know.
good life. Meet a lot of
It is.
people.
It's very interesting. I feel like meeting people with a positive experience of alcohol too is really cool, because you always hear about the negative experiences of alcohol, which do exist, but
it's definitely dangerous.
yeah,
You know, it's not
so is
healthy
driving a car.
for you. Yeah, exactly. You can definitely get addicted to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, nobody wants to talk about that shit.
yeah, alcohol addiction is a huge thing, and it's literally poison you put in your body. But if we're adults and we can consume ethically, what's the difference between this and eating McDonald's? McDonald's is trash for you, man. Tastes good. Trash.
Yeah, fuck McDonald's.
Dang, you don't like McDonald's?
I don't like McDonald's.
How come?
Fucking plastic lettuce. That's why. Like, that's number one reason. I don't even get it with the lettuce on it, but I see it out the corner of my eye and I get pissed. It's like,
What's a
fuck
really good burger? Like, we're talking chain, not
Chain burger?
There's like
Oh, we
Laguna
gonna do a
burger.
tier
There's all
list?
kinds, but
Okay.
we're doing like chain.
Chain burgers.
Yeah, let's stick to chain in Albuquerque, because like we could also talk about like In-N-Out, which I really like, and you can talk about other places, but let's do Albuquerque.
I've never been to Carl's Jr. Just throwing that out there.
You know,
Did you know it's called
overpriced.
Hardee's? in the
And
Midwest?
Hardee's sucks.
Yeah, that's Carl's Jr.
Yeah,
They're
I know.
the same thing.
No, they're different though.
Blew my mind.
The menu's different and they taste different. I don't know
What?
why,
Oh,
but Hardee's sucks.
I've
Because in
never
Montana
been.
they had Hardee's.
well, there goes my only Snapple fact, I guess. Chain burger place.
Chain burger. We're talking like fast food.
Right,
Maybe
right,
like
right.
Burger King.
Burger King. Last time I went to Burger King, I'm just gonna shit all over these
Yeah,
fast food
for
places
sure.
if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
Last time I went to Burger King, I got the flu.
Oh shoot.
So the king can eat it. Who's next? Wendy's.
Wendy's. I get sick at Wendy's. I don't like
Fuck Wendy's. They changed their fries. They suck now.
That's fair. That's what they did.
Taco Bell. Just gonna leave it at that.
You don't like Taco Bell?
Whataburger.
Whataburger's good.
Whataburger's good.
You don't
Okay,
like Taco
that's
Bell
the-
though? Oh my goodness.
don't
They
like
have
Taco
this taco
It's
pass you can get. It's
The
really
same
cool.
lettuce. It's the same crunchy plastic lettuce.
You gotta give them some respect though, because they've created an entire menu off of like 9 ingredients.
That's true.
It's the same damn 9 ingredients every time, day in and day out. However, they created an entire menu.
I don't vibe with Taco Bell.
Okay.
Right.
Because lettuce.
Well, yeah. I mean, the lettuce is it's fucking trash, garbage,
Yeah.
doo-doo, ew. But also, we live in New Mexico.
Well, yeah.
Right.
But I don't call it Taco Bell Mexican food. I call it Taco Bell.
No, I call it plastic.
It's its own little genre.
Fuck Taco Bell. What was the
Whataburger,
Whataburger's
yeah.
good?
Top tier.
Texas toast with the barbecue sauce. Don't like how they treat their employees though. Pay them more.
Do they not pay very good?
No, well they only hire teenagers, and it's good work experience. Not
I
when
mean,
they're
that's what
getting
Dion
fucking
does here
screamed
too,
at by
though,
the booth.
right? A lot of
Yeah.
places do that here.
Fuck Dion's.
Yeah?
Yep, putting that on the list too. Fuck
Dang.
Dion's. Sorry,
Did you used to work there?
I don't want to talk about that.
No, fair enough. I used to work there. I kind of liked it.
No, yeah,
I think it's a different experience though,
I
because it
worked
depends on
there.
who you work under there.
I worked there. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say fuck Dion's itself.
Yeah. The manager.
I didn't have a good time.
That's fair.
just me.
That's fair. I've also heard a lot of like, because you know how cancel culture is a big thing right now, right? There was a thing going around about a couple specific Dion's managers that were doing some not okay things. And my managers at Dion's were the fucking bomb.com. But I've also been at, yeah, bomb.com,
I'm
man.
stealing that. That's
But I've
cool.
also been at places where I've worked where I hated my experience.
Yep.
And I had even coworkers who loved it. So it's
It's all subjective.
yeah, it's an
man.
experience. For people to say that Dion's Pizza is the best in the world, it's good. Their subs are good.
Yeah, it's good.
You don't like their subs.
This is going to be probably the most controversial thing
Okay,
I've
here we
said so
go.
far.
Here we go.
I don't like subs that much.
That's fair. I'm not a sub guy either.
I used to go to Jimmy John's quite a bit, and then
Yeah.
I ate somewhere else, and then never went back because their bread sucks. Dude.
Jimmy John's bread?
Yeah, bread
Isn't that their
sucks.
like whole stick though?
Exactly. Yeah, that's the sad part.
I like Chiba Hut. Chiba has some great subs right
Yeah,
there.
that's
Yeah, that's a stoner vibe.
that's
you know?
catering to the demographic of.
The demographic.
I do like Chiba Hut. It's not greasy,
It really isn't. It feels pretty lean.
but when it is greasy, it's fucking good.
Did you ever get their Icky Sticky, the PB&J?
No, I haven't.
Oh, Best PB&J I've had in my life.
Bunch of stoner food.
It really is. I mean, like, it's Chiba Hut.
What, you smoke weed?
You
cool?
I'm pretty casual about it, but yeah, casual.
What's your favorite, like, munchie? You know what I mean? Like,
Munchie?
like weed-specific snack, you know?
Oh, man. Like, oh, man.
It's a tough one.
Let me think about it. You go
everything's
first.
great,
Yeah, you go
right?
first. Let me think about it.
Lately, I've been on baby carrots,
Baby carrots.
right? Because you get cotton mouth, right? You get,
Yeah.
That shit sucks. You eat the baby carrot, kind of
Even hydrates a little bit, too, because they're, like, wet.
It's a fucking carrot. It's
Yeah.
not the worst thing for you. But on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, those Ferrero Rochers, whatever the fuck they're
What's
called.
a Rocher?
It's like hazelnut, but then covered in chocolate with, I want to say it's wafer pieces in it.
Yeah.
It's real crunchy. Oh, so good. little chocolate ball. It's super rich though.
Yeah.
Well, some of them are. But I've been on those lately. Those are
I
good.
think
Try those.
I will. I think I really enjoyed the pizza rolls.
Classic.
Yeah, pizza rolls are really good.
You got
I
an air
just, like,
fryer?
Yes.
Yes, air
I
fryer
gotta
them
add-
shits.
Yes.
Oh, those are
Oh
fucking
man.
good.
People don't understand. Like, I never understood the big deal about air fryers, right? And
Uh-huh.
then for Christmas, my mother-in-law and her boyfriend gifted us best Christmas gift I ever got. Actually, thank you. They're not dead. I don't know why I pointed them out. I should be like,
they're in a
thank you.
plane right now.
Yeah,
flying above.
they're somewhere else in Albuquerque.
They're not dead.
But they're not
Well, that's
dead.
good. Glad to hear that.
Yeah, it's great. Great news. They're fun. They gifted us an air fryer, but it was like the Ninja Foodie. So it's like an air fryer, crock pot, Instapot, whole thing set up.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, it makes like pasta, like fresh spaghetti with everything in it in like 7 minutes. Crispy chicken tenders that were frozen in like 5 minutes.
That's fucking great.
Yes, air fryer. We don't cook outside the air fryer. It's beautiful.
We are living in the future.
It is.
And all it took was a like convection oven.
Yeah, but then like
That's
it's
it.
like about this big. It sits on my counter, and
They're
Good to
kind of
go.
chunky, I will say. The one that I have is pretty big.
yeah, but it does the job of an oven, a crock pot, and an Instapot all in one.
Yeah.
So
Ooh.
it's not that chunky if you think about it.
No, I mean it's worth it.
Yeah, it's worth the space, I would say.
Air fryers.
The air fryers are where it's at.
I have a. Okay,
Yeah.
random tangent.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Do you have a gas stove?
Yeah, I do have gas actually.
Okay. I'm not really a paranoid individual, but
Gas is scary.
gas is fucking scary. There's always that like when I'm like, okay, time to preheat so I can put in the food so it can cook, right?
Yeah.
And then I go into another room and I'm like, what if it fucking explodes? Like there's that 1% chance. What do I do then?
What if it explodes?
What if it fucking explodes? And then my brain's like, dude,
It would have done it already.
you've made thousands of frozen pizzas in this bitch. It's not
Yeah.
gonna blow up right now.
What if it's that one
But
time?
what if? Like, what if though? You know,
I mean, that's why you have like homeowners insurance, right?
homeowners insurance,
Renters
What's that?
insurance. Sorry.
I don't. Yeah, sure. Let's go with that.
Who owns a home nowadays? Honestly.
Fucking A, right?
Yeah, I'm actually. That's the thing. Homeowners market right now is it's
Yep.
tough. My
Buying
sister
a
just moved
home's
back
a
to
bitch.
Albuquerque. Was buying a house. And it was a long second. She was living with my parents for a long time before she was able to find one. It's a tough market right now.
Yep.
Things are
It's
expensive
only
too.
gonna get tougher. I'm a firm believer we need to start discussing our wages with like employees, you know, your fellow
Absolutely.
coworkers rather.
Well, because
excuse me.
it's technically not illegal.
It's not illegal.
Right? And it's actually, if they have
They punish
repercussions
you.
for it,
Mm-hmm.
then you get rich. Because then
Absolutely.
you're like, hey, you can't do that. I'm going to sue.
Well, and it's fucking underhanded as hell. It's sneaky bullshit that they're like, okay, but don't talk about your pay, you know,
Yeah.
like, or you know, something might happen.
And in reality, that's just a way for...
Keep costs down, labor costs down.
Exactly.
Is
So we're actually about to close up. So get sipping. Yeah. While you're finishing your drink, though, I wanted to tell you. So I'm starting my own podcast. It's called the Let's Have a Drink podcast. I've actually already got an episode or two in. Check it out. It's going to be on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. It's going to be called Let's Have a Drink. It's produced by the Comfy Couch podcast. Yeah. Yeah. Super cool local
Okay,
podcast.
dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would highly recommend that. Man, thank you for coming in, being my second guest in my bar.
Thanks for serving me, man. That's
Yeah.
some good shit.
Absolutely. Well, I really appreciate you, man. Great to meet you.
Absolutely.
And if you ever need a drink in the future, feel free to stop by.
For sure. I will. I'll be back, man.
All right, cool. Have
Thanks
a
for
good
having
one.
me.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
take it easy.
Take it easy.